So I got a box of chocolates today, right? Because God knows it's that season. Here's chocolates. You get chocolates. I get chocolates. I think it's just going to be a regular box of chocolates. Open them up, excited. Ooh, they're pretty. These are some nice looking chocolates. Somebody has put the time in to make them look fancy. But guess what, Samantha? There's no roadmap in fancy chocolates. Are chocolates that fancy now that they don't get a map?
I'm sorry. How do you not know what they are if they don't have a map?
Because now there's a QR code. So now I have to do some work. I have to take the gift and put some work into it before I can enjoy it.
I bet that just ripped your shorts.
I was not impressed, right? You know me, right? You can see me all excited. Ooh, look at the pretty one. Looking for the map, looking for the map. There's no map. There's no set of rules. How do I know? Oh, hit the QR code to see what each one is. Are you kidding?
This ain't no pot of gold, people.
These are fancy, and I don't think Lisa Gibson's about a fancy chocolate like that.
This is too classy for
Too
you.
classy. It's too classy for me, right? I ain't that classy. I'm classy. I'm not QR code map classy. I am not QR code map classy.
I'm not surprised that you find a QR code is more work than it's worth.
It's way more work. And I was like, done. I don't need chocolates this bad. I don't need to do the work to get to the chocolate.
Let me just slice them up and figure out what they are.
I'm going to go back to 1980. I'm just going to bite in them and put it back. Bite and put it back. Bite and put it back till I find one that I like.
That's horrible.
That's what we used to do. And they came with a map.
They're your chocolates, so you can do whatever you want.
Right? All I want is chocolates with a map. Not everything has to become so evolved that we can't manage.
Oh, that's so sad.
Or am I like, is that like the world's unclassiest comment to ever make?
Yes, it is. And it's a little like, first world problems. Oh, darn it. My fancy chocolates didn't come with a map.
But it didn't feel like a first world problem. It felt like a really big deal. You saw the text message I gave you.
Yes. And it accompanied pictures.
Pictures and lots of questions.
You know what? I think it was an interesting move for the chocolate company to make. Right. They just don't understand the 1% of the population that's going to find that inconvenient.
Totally inconvenient. What if I don't have my phone close by? Then what?
Oh,
right? How am I ever supposed to say, hey, Sam, do you want to try chocolate? Try this one. It's delicious. Well, I don't know that it is actually, because I don't know. It doesn't tell me that it's the maple cream. I don't know if it's the maple cream.
Yeah, I don't got a map.
I don't got a map. I got a QR code.
Fantastic.
Right? Okay, not everything has to be QR coded.
No, that's true.
Right? I get it. We brought them in for COVID. We're past this now.
No, I think it's here to stay. So deal with that.
Like, I hate the menu that's QR coded, and I hate the chocolates that are QR coded.
Oh my God. Yes. Let's not dive into that.
Hard copy Gibson right here.
Yes, you are. Okay. Right. All right. Well, I think it's time just to get this party started, Lisa.
Okay, Samantha. Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
6Samantha, you know what? We fucked up last week.
We
royally fucked up. You know what we did? When we recorded last week, we should have said Merry Christmas, and we did not.
No.
We did not. We did not wish one person a Merry Christmas.
Well, I feel like we can do that in a multitude of ways.
I know, but we never did it on the podcast.
Oh, so right? Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Belated.
Because now it's belated, but I don't know. Can we do belated Merry Christmas?
Is there such thing as a belated Merry Christmas? Do belated Merry Christmases even
Well,
happen?
we better say Happy New Year now because, by the
early New Year. It's happy early New Year.
Happy holidays, and we hope you have a wonderful New Year.
Right? But here's the thing. It's not our fault that this is how the calendar fell.
Oh, it's a horrible time for Christmas. Why is it in the middle of the week?
Right. So the good Lord did not take us into consideration.
No.
That probably goes back to me being on the B list. He's probably like, screw you, Lisa. We'll make this difficult for you and all your B list friends.
I don't think you're his buddy. That's for sure.
Trying.
I'm just saying. I just feel like you're not.
Just
I feel like you're not.
I feel like I'm always one step behind, hey? Like
I know.
I feel like I'm always like, I don't know, late to the party or something like that,
Well, apparently both of us are late to the party to wish people a Merry Christmas. But
right?
hey, here we are. Happy New Year.
At least we thought of it. Like a greeting is better than no greeting. Is it
Yes.
isn't is it
Yes.
not?
That's true. Very, very true. I guess maybe this year we didn't want to be as Christmassy. I don't know.
I don't know. That's the tone, right? We don't want to be as Christmassy this year,
I don't know
right?
why.
I don't know. Are we anti-Christmas?
No, I don't feel like we are.
Are we void of all things? Like, did we just say like,
Maybe
oh,
did our soul die this year and then we just
in
decided it was
2024 did our souls die? Our Christmas souls? I don't know. I feel that I still have lots of Christmas in my heart.
Yeah. Oh, always Christmas in your heart, Lisa.
That's where Christmas lives, right?
That's where it lives.
24/7 in your heart.
But I am curious to know so many things in this hour that we spent together. Why you want to discuss coffee, your stupid coffee quirks,
Mhm.
and potentially maybe being a reno queen, which I feel
Mhm.
is just a shit show waiting to happen,
Uh-uh.
and why you want to discuss why we stuck gum under tables as kids.
'Cause these are all things that just came to my mind this week,
Oh,
Samantha.
I can only imagine.
I talk to a person, so I'm gonna talk to you
Uh-huh.
with these things.
All right.
You always just gotta judge me on what I'm
No, I'm not
thinking.
No,
Sounds like
I'm
sounds a bit like
curious.
judge
I'm curious. I believe I
Oh.
said curious, not
Yeah, that's a new
judgmental.
is that a new way to say judgment?
No.
Curious?
I'm curious.
I'm curious, and then I'll judge after.
It
Right?
could be.
I think it is. I think it is. I think it's, right up there with, thanks for understanding. Thanks for in advance. Thanks in
Yeah,
advance.
I feel like it could be the new way to be like, "I'm judging you. I'm
I'm
curious."
just curious, right? I'm just
Yeah.
curious. Like, to put it this I'm just curious about something, Sam, right? Totally sounds
Oh,
like I'm judging you,
yeah, it
right?
potentially could.
This sounds nicer. My feelings, you did not hurt my feelings.
Oh, okay.
Where normally, you have the potential to hurt my feelings.
Oh, I think you're a big girl. You can handle it.
Sometimes I don't wanna have to handle it, though,
Nah, that's too bad.
right? Sometimes I want you to not hurt my feelings.
Ditto.
Maybe I don't
Ah,
hurt your feelings. I do not hurt your feelings. I am not the hurter of feelings. That's not true,
Oh, stop it.
right? That's not true. Okay,
You
listen.
are you are still on the B list. You're not on God's
Ugh,
saint list,
well, I'm
okay?
not on
Calm
your
down.
B list, I'll tell you that. You are not sainted,
I never
right?
said I was.
Well, and good, because don't get confused, because
I am never
you're trying to
confused of
live
where I
listen,
sit.
you're trying to live vicariously through me
No.
as I try to go up to the A list,
No. Oh, and you're
and
never gonna get there.
you
Never
think
gonna
that
get there.
you
You'd
just
have to stop lying. You
seriously
would have to stop lying. And that's never gonna happen.
but remember how I said
Never gonna happen.
God makes exceptions. I think he knows fully how I roll.
Oh God,
Just
seriously.
saying. I don't wanna talk about God. We're not here to talk about God right now.
No.
Let's
He's
talk about
you
why
know
he's
what it
so
is? It's
good,
because we're so close to his birthday, right?
right? He's got a big birthday coming up. We can't
Got a
have
big birthday coming.
hi, happy birthday, God.
Happy
It's
birthday,
not God,
God.
it's Jesus's birthday. We
Jesus
don't
is
even know
Jesus.
this.
Oh,
Ugh,
sorry. Oh, we're horrible. See,
do we even know? Does God have a birthday?
this is why you're on the B list, Lisa.
Haley Sims, does God have a birthday? Does God
Well,
what
she
is
did
God's
answer the
birthday?
Jesus question.
She did, right? So it's Jesus that has a birthday. So that should be a brownie
Oh,
point for
yeah.
me.
Thanks
I
for
don't know.
clarifying that for
Oh my
everyone, Lisa.
goodness, right? Okay, listen, I got a nice shake my head.
Uh-huh.
Somebody said this the other day. I was saying how I just love bananas so much, right?
Uh-huh.
And somebody kind of looked at me oddly and they asked if I wash my bananas. Do you wash your bananas?
No, because then you peel it. The inside
I
of it has
know,
not been touched.
right? But the outside of it has been pawed for a week by tons and tons of people.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of germs we're just touching.
That's what is your
And
point?
then we peel it and then we put that germy hand on the banana and we eat it. All those germs and those germs and those germs from the peel
You
on
don't
our
just
hand.
bite the banana, you like touch the banana?
How are you holding the banana? Do you unpeel it or do you keep it in its jacket?
I keep it in its jacket.
Well, I unpeel. I take it right out. Unless I'm with people, then I'm going to do it properly. But at home, you don't you don't fully unpeel it.
Not unless I'm cutting it up and putting it on some toast.
Oh, I fully unpeel it. I got no time for the peel.
Well, then I guess you better wash your hands.
Right? So I'm shaking my head at whether or not I should be washing the outside of a banana.
I don't feel you should, but whatever, you do you.
Do you wash the outside of an orange?
No.
Because you peel it.
Right.
I feel that seems different than a banana.
I don't. Why? Because people paw that too.
I know, it just seems different.
I
But
don't
we
know.
wash the other fruit.
Because you eat the apple skins.
We wash the grapes that are in a bag that haven't
Because
even
you
been
eat
thawed.
the skins. Like, yes, you wash that stuff.
So we wash what is skinned.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
And we don't wash what we're discarding.
I guess not. Why are we having this discussion?
Because somebody brought it.
You're 56.
Yeah.
You should know
I'm
this
not. I'm
already.
55. I'm
Okay.
55.
You should know this already.
No, because somebody brought it up and somebody said, "Oh, they should be sanitized." And I'm like,
No,
"Oh,
that
why?"
makes no sense.
But they do that with the apples. The water.
Because you
comes down
eat the outside of the apple.
I don't. I peel it
Well, because you're weird.
and I cut it up.
I know.
And in the perfect world, an apple would automatically come with a little side of caramel,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, so good. Then I'm not. Then I've been doing it right
Yes.
because I don't clean it. But I do. I take the whole banana.
I love
hold
that
it in
somebody brought that up and you immediately thought you were doing it wrong.
I thought I was doing it wrong. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, how do you? I don't even know how to answer that question.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Well, I'm going to
Sorry.
shake my head at Instagram sending me stupid posts about tarot card readings and this is what's going to happen to you in 2025. And I'm like,
Is it my
dude,
lady? Is it
no,
Mary?
it's just all people. And it's like, dude, I just need to finish 2024. Can you just get off my back? And I want to just finish 2024. I am not even thinking about what 2025 looks
That's
like.
not how it works. They're trying to give you a sneak peek.
No, there's no peeking. There's
There's a
no
peek.
sneaking. Nope. I don't care.
There's a sneak peek.
No.
There's a big reveal.
Just because you got roped in to Agatha or Mary's astrological emails.
Yes.
Not all of us give a shit.
I know, but I don't get the tarots. I'd be doing the tarots. You could just pick a card and then you pick your card and then they tells you you have the card of plenty or the card of maybe not this year. Maybe you get that card. I don't know what
are you the card of you want the card of plenty? Is that what you want, Lisa?
Well, I don't want to get the card of not this year, Lisa. I don't want that card. Right? I want the card of you go girl. I want the you go girl card. I feel that she sits on the card and she's all like sassy. Right, like updated cards, right?
No, I don't got time for that right now. It's just it's very mind boggling and I'm just done.
You just need to take the leap. You need to just see the peak.
No, I don't need a leap, nor do I need a peak.
Can you send me the link? I'll look at the leap. I'll look at the peak. And then I'll be like, okay. You sure you don't want it? Sure you don't want it? Sure
no, I don't want it. No.
That's where we differ, hey?
Shaking my head. I'm just done. I need enough with the algorithms. Like I'm done with that.
I hope I get the tarot card. I'm putting it out there in the world, and maybe through your energy, I will get the tarot card one. I never get that.
And then what if it says, "Go back where you came from"?
Like, what do you mean? Go back where?
You're gonna go back on the B list.
Well,
and
then trying to get off of it.
And instead of on the B list, you're on the C list. That's worse.
Ooh.
You went down a tier.
I think that's a slippery slope. Hey, you got to be careful with that C list.
Yeah,
but maybe though it's okay. But this is my analogy, even though we weren't going to talk about it. But now that we're in it, friends of the podcast, a few weeks ago, we were talking about me being on the B list, God's B list. Okay. Yeah. But what I think now is I don't think it's a distinct list. I think it's an overall achievement list, because it's like I pictured being my 1983 public school report card, right? She talks too much in class, she gets a C, right? She's punctual, she gets an A. She's friendly, she gets an A. She knows her please and thank yous, A, right? Isn't good at math, C. spells okay, B, right? And gets all those things, right? Plays well
Uh-huh.
with others.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, you're just like you're like a B plus student, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what I think it is. I think it's a whole lot of stuff that gets you there. So I think that you got to do a lot wrong to slip down to C.
Okay. Well,
And I'm used to being a C. I'm okay being a C, but I don't think I need to be God's C,
no, you don't.
right? I don't think I need to be God's C. In God's eyes, I don't think I need to be a C.
All right.
Everybody else's eyes, I don't give a shit. But God's, that's different. It's God,
Oh,
right?
dear
Like
God.
it's God, right?
Yes. Okay.
Right, right.
All
It's
right.
God.
Now that you explained yourself,
Okay, so now
you
you get
feel
it.
you feel better now?
Well, I feel like I'm treading water to not slip down to be a C,
All right.
right? Because I watched a few minutes of that TV show that I talked about with that Joel
Uh,
scene, right? The Morse code blinker. Give me more money. Give me more money.
why
Give me
are
more
you
money.
watching him?
Because I was trying to show my commitment to God. It was bad. It was
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah.
Especially because I don't want to give money, right? I don't think God needs my money,
God does not need your money.
right? And then I tried to watch a woman. She was worse.
Yeah. And then if honestly, I think Joel Olstein makes a lot of money off the people when
He
he's in a
lived,
saddle. He's in the saddle dome. He's
yeah,
he's got a very large
right? But you know who I'd go see?
esque church.
I'd go see Benny Hinn.
Who the hell is that?
Benny Hinn was like an East Indian dude who wore a white suit and he had white hair and he'd be like, and blah, 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 and then he'd like punch you kind of in the forehead and you'd fall back and you'd be healed. I'd go see Benny
Oh, he
Hinn.
was a snake charmer.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was smooth. He
One of
was,
those Southern Baptist
he
church.
he was smooth. He was smooth, right? Anybody remember
Oh,
Benny Hinn? You don't know Benny Hinn?
no.
I know Benny Hinn. Okay,
Okay.
but listen,
All right.
I did something kind of unexpectedly,
Uh-huh.
and I conquered one of my fears.
Oh, wow. Which one, Lisa?
Well, a big one, right? I conquered my fear of pouring coffee on top of coffee because I hate that, right? I think that's gross. It's like meat on meat, right? Ugh. Unless it's a sub, right? I don't like meat on meat
Oh,
and
God.
I don't like coffee. Here's the thing, friends of the podcast, right? We went out for breakfast. I don't like refilling coffee on top of old coffee.
Right. You do.
Usually, what do I do, Samantha?
You stop drinking coffee.
Or I ask for a new cup,
Yeah, that's
right?
true. You've done that
Right?
before.
Because I don't like putting coffee on top. Yeah, or else then I'm done my coffee, right?
Typically, you then go through 3 cups.
Right, right. But this time I was like, pour it on top of the coffee.
Let give her some coffee, Jen.
Coffee on top of coffee, shall we? Right? It was weird. It was weird that I was okay with it.
I just feel like you're really old when you have a weird coffee habit. That's what I think.
You don't have that problem because you don't care. You just want the coffee.
Well, most of the time I've drank 3/4 of my coffee.
Yeah. That's the problem. I haven't, right? So by the time they're just topping mine up, I still have my 3 sweetener in there, and then I'm gonna add another 3 sweetener to it.
Yeah. So now you're
Starts
just drinking.
I'm drinking liquid sugar, right? Brown liquid sugar is what really I would say is what I'm drinking by then.
Oh, yes, you are.
But I felt I was pretty proud. But here's the thing, even though I conquered it, I'm not convinced that I'm gonna stay comfortable in that space.
If I'm gonna I predict I predict the next time we do coffee or breakfast out and you have cold coffee, you will ask for another cup because one time does not make a situation disappear.
Right, right?
You will go right back to it.
I will. I feel it was accidental, right?
Totally. Because
Yeah.
she just filled your cup and you were just like, oh,
Okay, right? This is what we do, I guess. This is how we do it. But you're right. I think I can't live in that space very
no,
comfortably.
I predict that you will not be reformed and that you will slide back into that one
Going
pretty
back down.
easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel so too. I feel
Yeah.
so too, right?
You'll be fine.
right? It's like accidentally eating potato salad mid-year. No, I'm not. I might have accidentally had a
Oh,
mouthful, but doesn't mean I'm about to do it. I'm not about
eh,
to welcome it into the winter realm.
and if anybody is new listening to this podcast, I apologize because Lisa has weird food quirks and they run it's a gamut of things. And first and foremost, seasonal, because potato salad is only spring, summer,
Spring, summer,
and spaghetti is only fall, winter.
fall, winter.
Just to give you an example of her seasonal food quirks.
Roast beef, fall, winter. Anything heavy, fall, winter.
Soup, fall, winter.
Anything really hot other than a steak on the barbecue or anything on a barbecue, not in the summer. Like I'm not having a bowl of chili in July.
Yeah, you're
Right?
particular.
Doesn't make me weird. It just makes me
It's
unique.
just you definitely let the world know what type of foods that you will eat, when, and where.
Right? I'm just upfront with people. Just upfront with people. That's all.
You know what I'd like to know is like who decided in the 70s and 80s that sticking gum under the table was a good idea.
The world, because the world did it.
But
It's
why?
so disgusting.
It is because if you go to a public place, there's gum underneath,
And as a kid, right, you always put your hand under the table,
right?
right? And there was always gum there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Little, and not big pieces, just little bit off pieces of gum.
Yeah. And then didn't that also, isn't gum also found? I think we did that under our desks too, didn't we?
Oh yeah, you did it any place you could. Because
Yeah.
were we going back to it at some point? Is that why we did it?
I don't know.
What was the
Maybe.
reason? Or you didn't want you were because remember back when we were kids, like when I was in school, you couldn't chew gum in class.
No.
So maybe we were taking it out and hiding it. I'll get it at recess, put it under the desk.
And then we forgot about it and it just grew hard and disgusting.
Hard and disgusting, right? But I'd like to think that those people at the restaurants would have known better. I mean, I remember people sticking their gum on the side of a plate.
Yeah.
Like here's my question to this, Samantha. Did they not have napkins back in the day?
Yes, of course they did.
Why wouldn't people just rip a little piece of napkin off and put their gum on it?
I don't know. Lisa, why did people use plates as cigarette ashtrays? As
Ugh.
ashtrays? Like that's disgusting.
Just a few of Gen X's nastiest dirty secrets,
Right?
right?
I don't know. I mean, do kids today stick gum underneath tables still?
No, but I think they spit in public,
Oh, well, they do that. Yes.
right? Think that they're cool. They think they're cool, so they hork,
Yes, they hork.
right? And
Yeah, but
that's
we
pretty
horked too. Like
Mm.
there were guys
Who
you
spit?
know.
There were
Yes.
spitters, always
It was
spitters.
disgusting.
Yes,
But
spitters.
we were those kids. Like,
We were,
ugh.
but that's gross. Ugh.
Do
I
you
don't
remember?
know. I don't. Mm.
Do you remember Hubba Bubba? There was a rumor that went around that it had spider eggs in it.
No, I don't remember that. Oh,
When Hubba
way to
Bubba
wreck a
came out,
childhood memory.
there was a rumor that they made Hubba Bubba with spider eggs or something.
Ew. I mean,
I
not
don't
that
know
I'd be
why I just thought of
surprised.
that.
Not that I'd be surprised. Nothing you ate as a kid in the 70s and the 80s was made properly or good.
No. Oh, that's when they didn't give a shit what chemicals you put in your body.
Right? Like, do you remember that gum freshen up and then when you bit it,
Yes,
squirted? Like,
I was just thinking that.
right? Like that's a lethal weapon. That's a lethal weapon, that gum. I'm sure probably killed people somehow.
Yeah.
Especially
And
the red
then,
one, that cinnamon one.
yes. Oh, it was a big red. It was big red.
Yes, right? Like,
Yes,
and it was
big
all
red.
just like,
Yeah. Ugh.
but we
and-
didn't tell about it.
Yeah, and then double bubble is still out. Like they still make it, but it's
Still out,
hard
it's
as
still
rock.
out. Did your parents chew gum?
Mhm.
So my mom didn't chew gum. My dad, he was a double mint member, a
Oh
double
yeah.
guy, and we were from the generation where, hey, Dad, can I have a piece of gum? And he'd go into his pocket and he'd get his pack and he'd split the long piece of double mint into 3 little piece for each of you kids. Like we never ever got our own piece of gum.
Oh,
Never had our full piece of gum.
I miss chewing gum.
Yeah, you used to always chew gum.
Yeah, but I can't now with my jaw.
Yeah, but now the problem is that now gum tastes like medicine.
All gum tastes like
All gum
medicine.
tastes like except for juicy fruit,
Yeah.
which is still really sweet and delightful, right?
Yeah, and if you really want to go back in time, you just go buy that packet of Thrills and taste the chemicals that they've
That
used
was
to
a good
make
gum,
it.
hey? That was a good solid gum, right? Tastes like and I remember I'd be in trouble with my mom. She'd be like, "I'm gonna make you lick the soap. Bring it. Bring it.
Tastes
I
like
eat that
Thrills.
gum like it's candy." Right?
Oh, those were
That
the
was
days,
those
hey?
were the days. Those were the days. Okay,
Love
well, this
that.
isn't really from the past. This is something
No.
somehow yep, yep, yep. Yep, somehow I've been watching
Oh.
home renovation shows,
Oh, God.
right? And now it got me thinking, Samantha, is it really a talent or is it something anybody can do if they're given somebody else's money to play with? Because I think I can be a renovation girl.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I
So
can.
this is a bit of a blast from the past, Lisa, because oh,
I can do it.
listeners, if you're new, I'm just gonna throw some stuff at you. Just listen clearly. Listen clearly. We've been doing this now for 7 years. So we have a really big back catalog.
We
If
do.
you go back through it, you will find episodes where Lisa believes that she can forge and fire. And
Totally. I can.
if you remember that show, it you forge Damascus steel or something
Damascus
like.
steel, right?
Yeah. So
Yes.
even though she's never done it before, she believed concretely, wholeheartedly that she
Wholeheartedly.
could create a Damascus steel knife, blade, sword, whatever.
Hi, who can catch the tuna?
Right. Oh,
Who
sorry.
can catch
And
the
then there's
tuna?
Wicked Tuna. And
Right.
then she added to her repertoire that she was a chef. She's never really cooked or
I
baked with like real ingredients, but she definitely does believe that she can do all three
totally.
of those things. So
Totally.
if you're new, I would ask you to go way back and check out some of those episodes because
Totally.
she talks with such
Like when
confidence.
I was forging in fire, I would take a
Yes.
bike chain and melt it down, right? And
Yes.
hammer, hammer, hammer.
Hammer, hammer.
Remember I was gonna go in that
Yes.
contest where I was just all I
Yes.
had to do was chop, 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 poke, poke, poke
Yes, with what you made.
with what I made, which would have been my Damascus steel
Yes.
knife,
Mhm.
right? I was gonna make a
So,
knife,
I apologize for those people listening because 'cause she's gone delusional again.
right?
It must be the stress of Christmas.
Right? Like a good tuna, right, would land you about $32 a pound if the
You'd
marrow
have to
was if the fat
actually
was good.
you'd have to figure out how to fish. You
Well,
would
I
have to,
need
like, go to the ocean.
and
You
nothing's
don't
saying
even
that I
wanna leave
can't.
Canada. Like,
Well,
you'll never go to the
it's because I
ocean.
don't think I like other people's food, right? Just
Oh
saying,
my
right? Home
god.
renovation, right up my alley.
You don't even. You're going to make so many people mad
Why?
because not everybody can renovate. Not everybody was made to like rip things apart and put them back together again. And you're not a designer.
Listen,
You don't know how to measure. You don't know the space. You don't know if
listen,
things will fit.
listen to how good this sounds. Lisa Gibson, property sister. Right?
Oh,
Yes, I'm a
no.
property
No,
sister
you're not a
from another
property
mister.
sister. Oh my God.
Yes.
I
I've
mean,
been
they are
watching,
Canadian, so you could
right?
probably tag in, but
Right? I've been watching and yeah, for sure. Gonna get you all
no,
new silver appliances,
no, no,
right? Look at I
no.
gotta you want the light wood, you want the dark wood.
You
It's really just you asking questions and then you're picking it and I'm spending your money. Right? I can do this.
That's what you think this is?
Mostly.
Oh, you're
Mostly.
gonna make so many people mad.
Mostly a little bit of hard work, right? And I'm not saying I'm gonna be the wrecking crew, that's maybe not my if I'm a property sister, I'm probably not doing that part.
Uh-huh.
It's like Ben and Aaron, right? "Hi, Aaron, I" Yes, yes, of course. Every kitchen can be green. "Let's make them all green. That's our signature color. That seems pretty. You don't stray far, and then I'll paint a
Oh.
picture, and you put it on your wall." Yes, property sister
Oh my God, you
from
suck.
another mister.
No,
Yeah,
no.
do a show. I do a
Please
show.
don't. Please
I bet
don't.
you. Yeah. They
Don't.
must they must have competitions, right? What would you do with this space? Decorate the space. I can
I would
decorate the space.
I really don't think you can.
I bet you I can.
I bet you can't.
I know, but you also didn't think I could do all the other things I've been able to do.
And you've never proven that you can.
With the baking, I won the contest.
You won a fake contest that you
saw
created.
you saw the prizes.
You won a fake contest that you created.
Not only was I Miss Congeniality, I also
I
was
I
Star Baker.
totally understand that you think that this is just wonderful,
Yes.
but it's not.
Right? And now I'm just watching them going,
You just look slightly crazy. I'm just letting you know that. You just look slightly crazy.
Well, I'm not trying to. It just might be my new passion.
Okay.
Let me fix your space.
No, don't you dare.
Right? It's like, is it cake? Right? Let me bake.
Okay.
It's not cake. I can't bake. I can still do the game show. You just always know it's going to be cake because I can't bake.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for the support in my dream.
Yeah, I'm not supporting that one.
I
Sorry.
feel that loud and clear. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Message taken. Point made. Till my TV show's launched.
Okay. Can't wait.
And then we'll see.
All right.
Right.
Well, while we're waiting for Lisa's TV show to launch, I'm going to talk about something that I just discovered, and
personal to you.
I know it's not. It just was a little unsettling.
Oh.
So not only do we have menopausal smells to worry about,
right,
but apparently there's old person smells now too.
Oh,
and it's a real thing.
How do you know? Like, is somebody around you smelling?
No, it's what I've read, and it's a little disconcerting. But and then I thought was okay, just something else that you're going to have to conquer besides, you know, all the other crap you have to conquer.
You got the pull up.
Like, I cannot wait to see what other hygiene products come out of this when people start blowing it out of proportion.
The only thing I can think of is like the tucks, right? They cool your hemorrhoids or something, I think. Those Tux napkins. There's like something called a Tux napkin, right? And I think you stick it on your hemorrhoid when you're old and it like soothes it or something. I think there's something to do with that.
Oh my God.
I think that's something we haven't discussed is the Tux.
I'm so excited about that.
Because you get the hemorrhoids on I think your bum gets hemorrhoids.
Thanks for sharing that, Lisa.
I think that is. Can you get them any other place, or is it just in your bum?
No, I think it's only your bum.
Yeah. So these tucks, they're like a little cleaning cloth, and they cool it. There's like a cooling thing that make your ass not burn, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Anybody with hemorrhoids, lend us your ear. How does it work?
Oh, I'm a little bit like, I'm just not excited about the menopausal smells. And now I'm going to have to worry like in 20 years if I'm going to smell like an old person. Like, what's an old person smell like?
But here's the thing, right? Are old people, are they even really that hygienic?
Yes.
You think they are?
Yes.
You think they're getting all the parts?
I would hope so.
I don't know, when your shoulders don't work and your arms don't bend and your knees don't lock properly.
Oh, God.
I think you better pray that there's lots of shit on sticks. Right? Because that's what we're gonna need in our future.
Shit on sticks.
Shit on sticks. Right?
It's helpful.
Because you got to be able to get to stuff, right? I mean, already, let's think about it. It's already hard to put our bra on because our shoulders don't want to go back there, let alone all the other stuff that you got to get to. And we're not at that old age. I just don't know. You know what? My grandma, she had a smell, now that I think about it. She smelled like cigarette, mothballs, and a side of Pond's cold cream. So yeah, I guess there's some nasty smells coming our way.
Yeah, my grandma's always smelled really good.
Right? Probably too much Anea, that flowery, powdery perfume that they loved.
Yeah, but my grandma's always smelled good though.
Mine were smokers, so you can't smell that good.
Well, Well, my grandma up to a point was a smoker, yes.
Right? And then my Nana smelled like Noxzema, and that was a nice smell. Or Vicks on her chest, right? That was yummy too, right? I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Well,
It's all
that's what
kinda
body
weird.
sprays are for, right?
I guess, right? That's why they've been now we full circle moment. Now we know why there's the full body spray. It makes
Uh,
perfect sense now. We
yeah.
poo-pooed it, and now maybe we shouldn't have, right?
I
Months ago,
know.
we discussed the full body spray, and we
Yes.
poo-pooed it. It's not necessary, but mind you, they're not that clear on why it's being used.
It's every part of you, your feet, your
Right. I'm just gonna hope that there's something on a stick to get to my on a stick. Right? I'm gonna go to the pharmacist and say, I'm looking for something on a stick that'll get to my and you're gonna say, I'm looking for a spray, and I'm gonna be like, that's just masking it. I actually want to try and loofah that fucking smell away. That's where we differ. That's
Oh,
where we're
God.
gonna differ.
That's where we're gonna differ.
That's where we're
Yeah.
gonna differ as we get older, Samantha, right there. Right? But you know what I'm thinking? I've been feeling lately. I'm trying to work on that my mind is stronger than my body, right? This is my one of my mantras for 2025. Lisa, mind is stronger than your body. Your mind is stronger than your body. Say it once. See if you buy into it, Samantha. My mind is stronger than my body.
You are delusional.
So apparently you're not going to buy into this. That's fine. That's fine. But I am. And you know what? I feel that I am willing my body to self-adjust to know when to apply the cooling process. Why?
And how do you
Because
apply no, sorry. Stop.
Nope.
Stop. What is the cooling process, Lisa?
It's just something that happens because my mind is stronger than my body.
So when you do get a hot flash, so you're basically telling
get
me you
warm
get hot flashes.
When I get warm, people
When you
get
get a
warm.
hot flash.
People get warm.
When you
People
get a
get
hot
warm.
flash.
Maybe your sweater's too hot, right? Oh,
You're
it's
gonna
warm.
sit there as you sweat. As you
Right?
sweat, you're gonna
Totally
be
a
like, my mind is stronger than my
stronger than my
body.
body.
I am
Yes.
willing you to be cool. And then
Yes.
as you still sizzle.
Nope, because I'm buying into this, and
Okay.
I just have to ride it through,
Oh,
and
you
then all
just
of a sudden, it's gone,
yes.
right?
Because your body hasn't adjusted and it decided when it needed to leave.
Nope. I am willing my body to self-adjust
Okay. All
to the
right.
cooling process,
Let's see how that goes for you.
right? So, like, when I'm sleeping, my foot automatically knows, "Get out of that comforter, get out of the blanket." That's the start of the cooling process at nighttime.
That is every menopausal woman who gets a hot flash.
You call it what you
Like it
want.
goes off.
I call it what I'm calling it.
It's not mind over body, you
It's
dummy.
mind, because my mind is stronger than my body.
It's called take off a layer.
Nope. It's called putting Karen Carpenter because she is who I listen to when I'm having a restful when I can't sleep. I bring out Karen Carpenter from the 70s
Yep.
because her angelic voice helps with me and my mind being stronger than my body.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If AI could just take her voice and say those words to me, I'd be set. I'd be set, right?
I'm sure it can.
Right? I'm just saying Karen Carpenter is my girl, right? She's my fix all.
That's
Right?
true. You're very fixated on Karen Carpenter
She's angelic.
and Anne Murray.
Well, world's best voices right there. World's best voices. That's all I'm
Sorry,
saying.
guys, but apparently Lisa and I both have a bit of a runny nose today.
We get drippy. Right? We get drippy after 9 o'clock at night.
Yes, apparently it's the old ladies are up too late.
Right? My mind is stronger than my body. It's just something I'm trying out.
All right, you know what?
There's still some kinks.
You let me know how it goes. Okay.
There's still some kinks.
All right. Well, since you're going to do this new mantra thing, like what else are you going to embrace in the new year in the 2025?
Water.
Okay.
Water.
So water
Water.
is like an everyday occurrence. Like you should be drinking it anyway.
Well, I haven't been, and now I'm going to try really hard every day to drink like one of those cool cups, like, you know how, not like the Stanley, not that much water, but you know, like the other one, like the other
Oh, okay.
sizes. Guess what? I'm going to bring it to work. I'm going to bring it to work and see what
That
happens.
that doesn't mean you're going to drink from
But
it.
I'm going to try, right? Because my mind is stronger than my body. I'm going to will myself to drink the water and pee all day long.
Yes, and that's what you should do because that's what happens when you drink water.
No, but that's what I'm going to try to do is right is I just want to drink water. Like
All
everybody
right.
drinks water and I have an issue with water because water to me is somebody telling me you need to drink water. And I push back on that, right? I don't like
I
being
don't know
told what
why.
I don't like
Like,
being told what to do.
oh,
I don't like
okay.
being told what to do.
Okay, so your body does need liquid to live. Do you
Yeah, it's
understand
been
that?
telling me that. I get that.
Okay.
Look at and I got a water from yesterday still.
Yes.
Look at how much is gone. A quarter of it,
Oh my God.
right?
Okay. Yep. All right.
What about you? What are you embracing?
I'm going to embrace sleep.
That's not like a New Year's resolution.
It is when you aren't really getting any.
Why aren't you sleeping?
Because I'm old.
Because you're old and hot?
And I wake up. It's just one of those
Are you
things now.
putting your foot out?
It's not even that, Lisa. It's just
Mm.
all of a sudden my brain is like, hi, you're awake.
Oh, hi, mine certainly does that.
And I'm like, hi, I'm going back to bed.
I'm always awake. Now I'm waking up at like 3:30 in the morning. I just don't stress it. I just ride through it. Why is that, Samantha? Because my mind is stronger than my body. Right? So I don't get all worked up that it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I could sleep for another 2.5 hours. I'm just like, okay, I'm this is the journey of today.
The
Is to
journey.
wake up at 3:30. I
Yeah.
can do that.
All right.
I can do that. And I'm gonna, you know what? Of course, I'm gonna again try with the non-essential breads. Right?
You're going to try to not eat non-essential breads?
I'm gonna try and cut out. I'm gonna try and only eat like the essential breads.
And what
But
would
the
be
non
essential?
like bread. Just bread is essential, right? Like here because if you
So
want
what is
toast,
exactly okay, so I apologize to the new listeners that
right?
have just
This is
popped in.
this is like a 4-year-old
This,
resolution.
this is this
No.
is Lisa not being realistic around bread product because she thinks that only I don't even think you have a non-essential bread list because you think everything is essential when it comes to
I don't think
bread.
the bread bowl is essential unless, of course, you're at a
You
place where they don't
never
have
eat a
bowls.
bread bowl.
Right. So I
You have
succeed.
when's the last time you had a bread bowl, Lisa, with some soup?
I haven't because I don't really.
Right?
You
It
know what? I
doesn't
don't trust a
exist.
bread bowl. Actually,
It doesn't exist.
There's a trust issue with the bread bowl.
I'm not sure why.
Liquid and then in a bread bowl, and then it becomes a soggy bottom. Where's that liquid go? On my lap? No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want it there. I
But
want it in a.
everything else you want. Bread, bagels,
I probably don't
buns.
need baguette. I probably don't need baguette in my life.
Okay, so that's a non-essential.
That's non-essential,
Okay.
right? So baguette.
Uh-huh.
Like I probably. I don't want to rule out croissant. I thought about croissant last year.
That's
Played
not
around
a
with
bread.
croissant, and then I couldn't do it, right? Because I love a croissant. I could probably live without bagels. Non-essential.
Oh God.
I'm just saying, right? Like for 4 years, I haven't succeeded. I
All
want to
right.
succeed at one of my things.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm going to do well with water, right? Because I'm going to go try the water. I'm going to instantly mad at water,
Uh-huh.
right? Because I'm not water's bitch. Samantha, can we just change this completely? I just want to go back 30 years and look to see what was really popular and fun in 1995, okay? When we
Everything
didn't
was
care
better.
about
You were
when we
younger
didn't
in
care about
1995.
resolutions,
You
right?
you probably weren't as fat as you are now in 1995.
Are you saying like me, Lisa? Or are you saying, is it a general we, me, or me? Can I just clarify that, please? Like, can I ask for some clarification? Could you put that in a different sentence, please? Just give me the origin of that phrase. All right.
Sorry, what were
What?
you saying about
What am
1995?
I hearing? I'm hearing. Oh, that's the pot calling the kettle black. Going back to 1995.
All right,
Yes,
let's
I'm
go.
sure we
What are
carried
we?
a few less pounds.
Yes, we did.
Starbucks introduced the Frappuccino in 1995.
God, it's been around that long.
Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes made their first thing in the trendy category.
Oh, and that is trendy.
And remember, and that became everything. Hey, everything became a sun-dried tomato, right?
Uh-huh.
Alanis Morissette, fellow Canadian, released Jagged Little Pill. Right? You
Her
ought
one
to
and only album.
know. I feel it's her one and only album, right? Uh, the Rachel haircut from Friends blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have the Rachel?
No, I did not.
You kind of had the Rachel in the 2000s. You had a little bit, right?
I
Your
changed my hair
Bitmoji
a
looks
lot.
a little bit like the Rachel now.
Yes.
She's kind of got the Rachel hair, right? George
Uh-huh.
Clooney was all popular. Remember his little Caesar hairdo
That
from
was
the
such a
remember when he was in ER and that was like kind of
yes.
his big comeback?
Yes, but
Because he'd just done shit shows.
it was bad
It was a
haircut.
bad haircut. The Caesar
Bad
haircut was a
haircut.
bad haircut, right?
It like made his forehead look weird.
Probably looked like mine, big. Right? I feel like I don't like you a whole lot sometimes tonight. Right? Made his hair. He
You
had a
pointed
huge
it out.
yeah, because I knew where you were going.
No,
I saw
I
you
was not going
looking.
to say anything.
Any chance you can make fun of my forehead? You're just jealous
No,
because
your
I've got
forehead is
micro
lovely.
bangs. It's
You're
got
very on trend with the micro
like
bang.
with my micro. They'd be better if they came down. If I could just grow them down a little bit, right? That would be better.
Okay.
They don't do that. But
All
those were
right.
some things in 1995, right?
God, what was
Kinda
I doing in 1995?
What was I doing I don't know, finishing school, working?
I was definitely working. I think I probably had 3 jobs at that point.
Yeah, I was working. I was done university by then.
No, I didn't do that then.
Yeah, you
I
know,
just worked, partied,
work, and then partied for
and
sure.
party, party, party,
Yeah,
party.
right? We were party girls. My girl wants to party all the
All the
time,
time,
party
party
all the time,
time.
right? Yeah, like a little salt and pepper
Oh my God.
for
Oh,
sure. Hit the
those were the
club,
days.
hit the club.
Hit the club.
Lisa and Sam, popular in the club.
We're all fam in the club.
All fam in the club.
Such a stupid trend.
Sounds ridiculous coming from us. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
it
we're
does.
never in the club. Right?
Okay, but now as we get closer to the New Year's thing, is there anything that you're going to pitch from your closet? Like, do you feel like there are things that need to go?
Uh, no, like maybe, yeah, like probably, right? Like, how about clothes that you know are never going to fit you again? Remember back when we were skinnier?
It's time to get rid of clothes that no longer serve their purpose.
Because it's time to just admit it, right? Like to throw in the white towel. All right, muffin top, you win. You win. Double chin and muffin top for the win,
Uh-huh.
right? Probably should do that. Probably should.
Yeah.
Do that.
Maybe like if you have any old bridesmaids dresses hanging out
Oh
with the matching
God, why do
shoes,
people keep those in the first place? I know because I paid so much
because
money
you've paid a
for it.
lot of money for
And
that
one day
ugly
I'm going to
thing.
get it cut short, and you're not going to, right?
No,
Because you know
you're
what?
never going to wear it again.
No. And if you are a
Ever.
lady in your 50s and you still have them, get rid of them because guess what? That puffy sleeve never coming back.
Whatever's
Never coming
happening with
back.
that dress is never
Right?
coming
It
back.
wasn't in style then, not in style now, not in style in the
Yeah.
future.
I think people should go through their socks and their underwear.
Oh, I always have like one sock that has a hole in the toe and one sock that doesn't, right? And do you
Get
still
rid of
wear
'em.
those socks? You
Get
don't.
rid of them.
I just wear them still. I don't care. I'll wear a holy toed
I
sock.
feel like right now your mother is very disappointed in you. It's like she's up in heaven. She is on the A list because she's
Yeah,
hanging out
totally.
there.
She's an
She's
A-lister.
decorated. She's done some decorating.
yeah.
And she's now looking down upon you going, what did I did not teach her anything?
When did you become trashy?
Right.
When did you become trashy?
Way to let her
Trashy and
down.
cheap. Trashy and cheap. That's what happened. Still wear my bra in public, Mom.
Oh my God. That's also something, guys, that you need to look at is your bras. It's time.
Look at time.
It's time to look at
Do
your
a
bras.
yearly inventory on those guys, hey?
It's time.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. And you can tell, you know when you put it, everybody has their weekend bra that oh, it's good if I'm just zipping to the Walmart, but I shouldn't wear it to work. I have one bra that it's still a good bra, but it wasn't made quite like the others. And I can't tell because they all kind of look very similar, big. So when I put it on and maybe like half an hour into my day, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, it's that bra.
Uh-huh.
And as the day goes, everything just starts going down, down, down,
Down.
right?
Further.
Further. I was wearing a bra the other day, and this sounds so bizarre, friends of the podcast, but I'm gonna say it. And all I thought was, I feel like I'm Sam because sometimes you have those bras and your boobs are like almost at your chin, right? Like you got some good
Because they're
support.
perky.
Right. And I don't usually have those because I'm a bigger busted woman, right? But I had this one bra. It's like a magic one, I guess. And I was walking like through the halls at the hospital and I'm like, and looking down and I could like actually see like here they were. And I'm like, I feel like Sam right now.
You just need a bra that hikes them up.
Hikes them up, right? Hikes them up. Old shoes. Get rid of old shoes too.
Stained clothing. Come on, guys. We all
Stained
got it.
clothing.
We all got it. And
We all
clothing
got
with
it.
holes. Clothing with holes. Gotta go.
It's gotta go. You gotta get rid of some of that shit, right?
Come on. We're going into 2025. Feeling good. Looking
Feeling
good,
right? Mind is better. I already forget the phrase. Oh, I always forget the phrase. Mind is stronger than the body.
My mind is stronger.
My mind is stronger than the body. Not smarter.
It's not going to last long, okay, folks? Just don't get excited.
Right? Don't it probably won't get to a t-shirt because I'll have forgotten the phrase by then. That's just how shit goes, right?
Oh, God, yes.
But you know what I haven't forgotten, Samantha? I haven't forgotten how thankful I am that our friend Adam Sandler gave us the gift of Hanukkah.
He did through song.
Right? And all the kids that aren't Hanukkah kids got to understand and see another side.
Yes.
Because of the Hanukkah song.
Yes.
My favorite lyrics in it, we got Ann Landers and her sister, dear Abby. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish, not too shabby. Some people think that Ebenezer Scrooge is, well, he's not, but guess who is? All three stooges, right? That's my favorite verse in it, but I love the whole song, right? Because I maybe didn't always know that Hanukkah was the festival of lights. Instead of, how does it go? You have 8 crazy nights.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like he nails it. He nails it. And I'm happy.
Yes. It's a good song. And you do learn from the song.
You learn from the song, right? Right? You can spin a dreidel. Right? Like there's so much covered in that song. Some of the best Jewish people are mentioned.
Yes.
Right? Like shout outs to lots of them.
Yeah. It's a good, funny song. And
O.J. Simpson, not a Jew, but guess who is? Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Who knew? I didn't know that. I did not know that before that song. I had no clue.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a good song.
I just appreciate that. Right?
Adam Sandler. Pretty funny guy.
The things he does. Like, remember also when he did, Phone, Wallet, Keys? Remember he did that song and he's like, I'm going on a trip. I got to take my phone, wallet, keys. Phone, wallet. Oh, shit. Forgot my passport. Phone, wallet, passport, keys. Phone, like he's brilliant. He's brilliant. So shout out to him and the Hanukkah song.
And the Hanukkah song.
The Hanukkah song, right?
Okay. I have to do a shout out because I watched the new Christmas movie from The Rock.
I never heard of it.
It's called Red One. It's on Prime. And I'm sure our listeners know all about this.
Okay.
And at first it was in the movie theaters and then it came to Prime. And I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. New Christmas movies. Hard to say.
Sure.
Damn, it was good. It was so good.
Really?
So good. I hate him right now because I don't cry at Christmas movies. That's not really my thing.
Yeah.
And he got me teary at the end. And I was
really?
like, damn you. God damn you, Rock.
Oh.
God damn you.
It was a good format,
one.
like Fall in Love.
Nope.
Totally different.
Totally different.
They've strayed from the Hallmark formula.
This is not Hallmark. It's The Rock. So, of course, it had a little action in it.
Oh, okay.
And Chris Evans.
Don't know who that is.
And it was really good. And it's now on my holiday movie list.
Well, there you go, friends of the podcast. 2 thumbs up from Samantha.
And I had to go.
You know, with her choices, you can't go wrong. She's got that one about chess. She's got Miss Marple. And now she's got Red One starring The Rock.
Oh,
right?
Stop. But I've got a lot of people. But I'm just, You were raving about Adam Sandler. I needed to rave about The Rock because I
That's
quite
okay.
enjoy him.
That's okay. You know who I'm not gonna rave about?
Hmm.
I'm as much as I like these 2 individuals, right, Jimmy Fallon and Nate Bargatze,
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna rave about their holiday specials.
Good, because I got bored of Jimmy.
Like
I
like,
got really
stop it.
bored. I got
Like,
bored.
you know what? First off, they're no Anne Murray. Anne Murray set the bar for
God.
Christmas specials. Anne Murray did,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. All right.
Even Jan Arden has a decent Christmas special.
She
Michael
does.
Bublé has a decent, and that pains me. Michael Bublé
I
has a decent
know.
Christmas special. Jimmy Fallon and Nate Bargatze, horrible Christmas specials.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like don't do them. Don't do them. Don't do them, guys. Right? Like I get you look cute in your little tuxedos, but
Yeah.
that's it. It's the end of it. Not the oh, I was me too. I'm like I didn't probably didn't get through the first half hour.
Oh,
No.
see?
No.
I think I lasted in the first 10 to 15 minutes with Jimmy Fallon. And frankly, I'm sorry, but I don't know who Nate Bargatze, whoever
He's a
he is.
stand-up comedian. He's really, really funny. He's got some Netflix specials.
Uh-huh.
He's really funny. I really enjoy his stand-up comedy. But just because you can do stand-up comedy does not mean you can do a Christmas special,
Yeah.
right? Like Anne Murray, she's not doing
Ah.
stand-up comedy, but she's doing her songs and her Christmas specials. Just saying. That's all I'm going to say about that. Right? That's all I'm going to say.
Christmas in Killarney.
And right, and the Feliz Navidad and the Holidays, yeah, right, all of it. It's all wonderful. But these guys are singing new. I just made up this song.
Yeah. Jimmy
Nobody
has a new
cares.
album
I know, right? Nobody
and he
cares.
got lots of famous people to sing with him.
Of course, because he's Jimmy Fallon.
And I have no interest in any of the songs.
Nope, nothing, right?
Nope.
Nothing. But yet everybody know Anne Murray, right? It's Christmas in Killarney and all of the folks at home. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right?
Okay. All right. So we hated on two. That's not right. It's
Right.
Christmas. We should say something nice, but we can't. So
Not about
whatever.
that. Not about that.
We're sitting in judgment. We were curious.
We're just curious. I'm just curious I'm just curious, Samantha, as to what they were thinking. That's all. Just curious to what was going through their heads when they were filming that.
I'm just curious who decided to tell them to do a Christmas special.
Just curious who thought that they were like the appropriate Christmas people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just curious.
Just curious.
Just curious. That's all. Not judging, just curious. Just curiosity, not judgment. Curiosity, not judgment.
Well, okay, you're going to judge me, but I don't care. I had to do last minute Christmas shopping on Saturday. Yes, I went Christmas shopping the last Saturday before Christmas.
Not surprised.
I understood the assignment. I knew that I was going into the war zone. I fully understood that.
Right.
And I went in.
Smile on.
Smile on. And I was like, I will be patient. I will be strategic as to where I park. I will walk to my destinations if I have to, because I'd rather park far away and not get hit than park close and never get out of the parking lot.
Right. Okay.
So I did that, and I was strategic, and I had a plan, and I got everything accomplished, and I picked up all the things I needed to pick up. I was feeling very like, I feel sorry for you. Merry Christmas. Thank you for your help. You've been very kind. I feel your pain. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
I was being nice to all the clerks that I saw, because I'm like, they looked frazzled. They looked tired.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I get you. I see you.
Right.
You'll make it through. I promise.
Right. and everything turned out okay.
Everything turned out okay. I was very strategic.
Good.
And then I learned my mother did the exact same thing as me. She parked in the exact same place that I parked and walked to everything she wanted to. And I'm like, oh my God, I am my mother's daughter.
You are your mother's daughter, right? You are your mother's daughter, right?
Oh, that freaked me out.
Right. But that's a positive, right? So there, we didn't poo-poo Christmas there.
No, I was like, I got to get stuff done. It's on me. It's Saturday before Christmas. It's going to suck.
Totally.
But you know what? You stay calm. You stay loose. I shook it out.
It is what it is. Okay, now I feel like a shithead because now I feel like I'm going to poo-poo on Christmas again.
Of course, because that's what you do.
It's not that I'm trying to poo-poo. You know what it is, Samantha? I love a Chia Pet.
Yes,
I love the sheep. I love the bull, and I love Bob Ross,
Yes, you do.
right? Now there's Hello Kitty, there's Barack Obama, there's Scooby Doo,
Yes.
and I think it needs to stop.
Oh,
The Chia Pet does not need to become more characters. The Chia Pet needs to stay iconic like it is.
okay.
Not everything needs to grow seeds from its head,
True.
right? Not everything,
Not everything.
right? Not everything needs to have seeds. That's all I'm going to say about that.
So you just don't want things to change. Is
I
that
don't
it?
want things to change. We don't need to change
Okay.
it. The Chia Pet,
No.
you love a Chia Pet. You love the Chia Pet. Get the sheep, get the sheep, get the bull, get the sheep or the bull or Bob Ross.
Okay. But
No,
sometimes
no,
things have
no,
to change.
no, they don't. There's no reason why the Chia Pet, nothing else about the Chia Pet changed. They didn't make it easier to grow. They didn't give it better sprouts. They didn't do anything to make it any reason why it needs to change. It don't need to change.
Oh,
It needs to stay the same.
you just poo poo everything that
I don't need
moves
a
and
Hello Kitty
changes.
Chia Pet. Hello Kitty wasn't even born around the time of the Chia Pet.
But why can't, but
No,
shouldn't
it
it
can't.
also
It's
have
because
the
it can't.
chance to be
They
a
should
chia
not.
pet?
No, no, because there's Chia Pets, and then there's nothing else. No,
Knockoffs of chia pets.
nothing. There shouldn't even be that. Just have the regular Chia Pet.
Chia.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Not and then that's the end of it, right?
That's so 1970s.
Totally, but it was
Chia.
wonderful, right? It was wonderful. It was
Oh,
wonderful. So we
okay.
thought
Now, do you feel like you've gotten all your rage out now?
I got my rage out. Got my
Okay.
rage out, right?
All right.
So we posted a post about eggnog.
Yes, you
And we
did.
we I asked people to weigh in, right? Eggnog, yay or nay, yes or
You thought you were
no.
going to win though.
Ugh, I
You
don't I
didn't
did
you
did.
didn't you didn't really win.
I felt I didn't win.
No, you
No,
didn't. No, you didn't.
no. I felt that like you and I, we have disagreements about eggnog.
I love it.
I hate it.
I know.
It's not a vanilla shake, Wendy McIntyre. Does not taste like that.
It does not taste like a
As I'm
vanilla.
sure she was drinking hers with brandy, and probably anything with brandy probably tastes
Yeah,
delightful,
probably.
right? Eggnog, ugh. The name, it's the name. Lait de poulet.
Lait du poulet.
Disgusting, right?
But a few people did weigh in and agreed with me about eggnog. There was Anne, there was Tara, there was Cindy, there was Julie, there was Haley, there was
Right?
Melody. Melody's son makes it from scratch.
That's
Go
pretty cool.
Melody's son. Yeah,
I'll say way to put in the effort, Melody's son.
excellent. And Karen loved it too. However, there was a few that stood out that disliked it intensely.
Totally, right?
Laura had a meme that said she was going to puke. And I'm like, well, that seems extreme, Laura.
It's not extreme. I agreed with that. I'm like, thumbs up.
Dwayne was also a no.
No,
And Stephanie used a cat meme flipping up its fupa saying no. And I'm like,
right?
that seemed really rude, flipping up
That
a fupa.
seemed appropriate to me. But then it got me thinking, I wonder how they would feel about eggnog in cake and eggnog Doritos. I saw a
Okay.
post for eggnog Doritos.
I don't understand eggnog Doritos.
I don't understand either of it. Cindy
I-
Harder said she would eat anything cooked with eggnog.
I think eggnog cakes probably would taste really good,
Ew.
but I don't know why you would want powdered whatever it is on your
Flavoring
Dorito.
on your Dorito, like eggnog dust.
It seems odd.
Seems disgusting, right?
Like I can't imagine how a taco chip tastes good with eggnog.
It doesn't sound right.
Like, are you dipping that in something? Like, are you
Sounds really
dipping
wrong.
that in salsa or cheddar cheese? Or
No, you're
like,
just
what are you-
like, are you licking it off?
queso?
Nog.
I don't
Like
know.
imagine licking your finger. Nog. Like
And then, should a Dorito be sweet?
I don't know. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard
Right?
to think of that as a, like, I love eggnog and I'll take it in like cookie form, cake form, whatever
won't.
you got
I
going
won't.
on, but because it should be sweet,
I'm
but
taking
not
it
in
no
a,
form.
but not in a savory.
I'm taking it no way.
Because
Not
you
eating it
don't,
either way.
like you think you're going to change people's minds when you talk about eggnog every year. And it's like, no, you're not, Lisa.
Well,
People
you
like
know
it or
what?
people hate it for
I
their
know,
own
but
very good reasons.
one day, maybe I will have swayed somebody, or somebody will have had a rotten glass of eggnog, and they'll be like, "Next year, Team Lisa."
Okay, so how would you sway someone to dislike eggnog like you?
Maybe
What's
they
your
outgrew it.
how are you
Maybe they don't
building your
like it anymore.
case for that?
Have you never ever had something that you just don't oh, yeah, hi, Miss Balsamic Vinegar.
Uh,
You loved balsamic vinegar, and then you just one day hated it.
uh.
Same type of thing. That's what I'm looking for. That same type of thing. I love eggnog. Tried it one day, and what did they do, Samantha? Eh. That's what I'm looking for. That's the sway, right? Because you hated balsamic vinegar for no reason.
No, you know what it is? I don't mind balsamic and olive oil mixed together and you dip your bread in. That's totally fine.
Uh-huh.
It's when I see balsamic on
Like a
like
piece
a
of chicken. Yum.
sandwich or
Yum.
or over tomato and mozzarella and I'm just like, get that shit off of there.
It's a salad dressing, delightful,
Ugh.
right? But
Ugh.
you used to, and then one day you just pulled the rug out.
Yeah, don't like it.
And right. So that's what I'm hoping for. Your theory. Your theory. Right?
That's my theory. Okay.
That's that's your theory, right? That's your theory, Samantha.
Okay, so apparently
Uh-huh.
on the TikTok, God bless it, people are getting upset about all the North American airlines because they're going to make you pay for your carry-on. They're
Yeah,
making it a bit of a hassle.
they're doing it in Canada, they're doing it in the States.
Oh my God, they're doing it in Canada
Sure they
too?
are. Yeah, people are
Oh,
mad,
it's
hey?
gotten out of control.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Who's to blame for it? Is it the airlines or is it the people?
No, it's the people.
But it's kind of okay, but
Because
let's
you're
dial it
allowed
back.
your carry-on, a bag, and your
Right.
purse.
Right. And anybody that has a ticket can do that. So
Yeah.
where the issue I feel comes in is that if you're traveling with your two kids who don't ever need a carry-on, but now they got carry-ons, right? However, people started bringing carry-ons because airlines were losing luggage.
Right.
So then we started bringing like I never used to take a carry-on until they started losing luggage, and then I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I need a carry-on."
Uh-huh.
But then now they claim that problem's better. So I'm fine not carrying. I'm fine with no carry-on. You know what it is? It's the hassle is with the carry-on because the lineups get bigger to go through security because
Uh-huh.
everybody's stuff's got to get looked through.
Yep.
And then when you get on the plane, right, your carry-on, remember you automatically used to know it would go where your seat was,
Uh-huh.
and now that's not the case,
When I was
right?
flying back from Toronto
Yes,
in the summer,
right? You had that experience.
my seat was here, my bag was down here.
Right, exactly.
And I'm like, "Why?
Right? So
Why?"
unless you were like me and you take your carry-on and then you wait till they say the plane is full, who wants to check their carry-on for
It's
free? This
it
girl
is
does.
it is the people who misuse the carry-on.
Right? We've abused it. Now they're taking
Yes.
it away.
Because when I tried to fit my suitcase around where I was sitting,
Yeah.
somebody's backpack or bag was up there,
Right.
and that's a no-no. You stuff that underneath your seat.
People don't want to put stuff under their seats.
They don't want to put stuff. And
Right.
and like the stewardess was not, the airline person was not helping me. And I
Right.
said, "Ma'am, like that bag shouldn't be there." And she's
If you're
like,
carrying
"Oh."
that much
And
stuff,
and I said to her, I said, "You gonna move
give it
it?
to
It's
yeah,
not, I'm not touching it. It's not my
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's not my
But
shit."
that's the thing, right? Like, because you're right, they don't put the backpacks under the seat.
And they're
It's,
not
oh,
apparently
I don't want to be uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable.
be uncomfortable. I don't care.
Or don't take it.
Don't take 5 things with you. Backpack, carry on.
Right. So now we're all being penalized.
Uh-huh.
And we're all going to be paying a hefty bill. So flying will be cheap. Getting your luggage to where you're trying to get to is the expensive
I
part.
already pay for my luggage.
Right. Right. But there are some fares now that say carry on not included. Right? No carry on allowed unless you pay.
Unless you pay the monies.
Right. So I'm just saying, right?
That sucks,
It's
man.
not going to be good.
Way to go, people who screwed it up for the rest of us.
Yeah. Way to go. That's what it just takes one asshole.
Well, it took a few.
Well, and they all follow suit, right? Then there's just assholes out there. Okay. I wouldn't be the holidays if I didn't discuss this, Samantha. Do you
Uh-huh.
remember the time you kidnapped my family
I
recipe?
didn't kidnap it.
Remember? Remember? So my question, friends of the podcast, are recipe books becoming a thing of the past? Because has the internet killed traditions?
No,
You think it has?
no, it has not.
I don't know. I had a recipe book and it was missing forever. It was my deceased mom's recipe book, and Sam stole it.
No, I.
And she stole it and she kept it for 7 years and then forgot that it was mine and then gave it to her mom
Yeah,
who
because no, because
had to
I
give
knew
it
who
back,
I knew who it was, and then my
right?
mom was like, "I want to look at it," and I'm like, "Okay, you can look at it, but eventually we got to give it to Lisa because it's hers."
And it's been missing for 15
It
years.
was in my trunk because I don't know. You were too lazy to carry the bag that held it. And you're like, just leave it in the trunk. I'll get it later. And then it
But
sat there and it sat there and it sat there because it's not my shit to worry about. And
every
then
year,
I'm like, why is this still in my trunk? And I'm like, fine, I'll put it in my apartment. And then it just sat there and I'm like, why do I? And I even forgot I had it.
right? And then what would happen, friends of the podcast, is certain occasions my father would send me a message. Hey, you sure you don't have that recipe book at mom's? Because remember that great barbecue sauce she used to make? Dad,
Uh,
I don't even fucking cook. No, I don't have the recipe book. Kid's sister. Hey, mom used to make a really good honey glaze. You sure you don't have the recipe book? Why would I have the
and
recipe?
who has the
I
book
don't know.
now?
Right now I've given it to my sister.
Right. It's
Right.
in the right place where it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Right. But then what happened, it just kind of went forgotten. And a few years back, Sam's mom made some cookies for me at Christmas time. And she said, because she's
She
kind of like
made
a
the
second mom, she said, and I made you something special. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. What did you make? She goes, something from your mom's recipe book. And I was like, oh, and then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, recipe book. What you talking about, Sheila?
I gave it back to you at Christmas.
Yeah, you did, right?
She made you a ginger cake that was in your mom's recipe book.
Right? Yeah. That I forgot was in her recipe book because I hadn't seen it in 20 years.
Ugh.
Just saying, right?
I feel like Lisa, everybody, even though you think that everything's falling for shit because it's only you who thinks that, because if you think it, it must be true.
Must be true.
Not that you have
Yeah.
any evidence,
Right?
none
Must be
whatsoever.
true. But it must be
People
true.
are still buying cookbooks.
I don't know if they are, right? I don't really know if we're back
Yes,
if
they
we're
are.
in our company's coming stages still.
No, they may not be buying that, but they're buying the fancy, cool
You
looking
think as
cookbooks.
opposed to just looking it up like beef tenderloin online?
Yep,
Pork
pretty much.
tenderloin? I don't know.
Yeah.
Does beef have a tenderloin?
I don't. Yes, it does.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
Yes.
saying. It's just my opinion.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
allowed to have it.
Not much of a chef if you don't know what a beef tenderloin is. Hey?
I've moved on. I haven't been chefing for a while. I'm renovating now. Thank you.
Oh
Right?
yeah, I can't
So I've
wait.
moved on.
Okay. All right.
Moved on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we really appreciate that you listen to us, and we hope that old and new listeners will join us on our social platforms. Check out our website. We do have one. It's www.ishakemyheadpod.com. Sign up for our newsletters, check out our blog, leave us a message or a voicemail, and stay to listen to any of our episodes. You can support us by sharing us on your socials and becoming our podcast ambassador. Haley Sims just posted a lovely a share of
Yes.
our podcast with her friends. So all you have to do is share us on your socials. That's all you have to do to help us.
grow.
Yeah, to help us and become a podcast ambassador and share us with the world. And if you want to catch our videos, check out our YouTube page and subscribe to get notified of a new episode. We do have Patreon, and you can support the podcast by going to patreon.com/ishakemyhead, and you can choose the amount you want to contribute. You can look forward to extra episodes and no one gets before anyone else. No, friends of the podcast.
And that's quite emotional for her.
I can't talk that last sentence. Let's go again.
I will say it is 10 o'clock at night and she technically has expired.
I have expired. You can look forward to extra content that no one gets but friends of the Patreon. That's what I was trying to say.
There you
Sorry, guys. And if you need some new I Shake My Head swag, because why wouldn't you? Check out threadless.com and search I Shake My Head, and we have new and old logos available there as well. And we just want to say a quick shout out to John Domingo for editing our podcast each week.
Each week he does. And fantasy
drum roll,
football.
please.
Oh, yesterday was the most stressful game for me. Anybody talk about it? Did you hear anything about it?
No.
I went into so I had one game left in play, and I was 38% favored to win.
Ooh.
I needed to get a lot of shit had to happen, right? And I'm like, I'm not going to, right? I had some guys that didn't do so well on other parts of it, and I'm like, it's not going. And then all of a sudden, it started doing its thing, and it
Uh-huh.
started, and it started, and then at the end,
She pulled it out.
pulled it out. I think I'm going to the final.
You are going to the final.
Yes. Right? How'd you do?
I haven't looked. I won the
think you won
first.
by like 3 points or something.
Oh, did I? Okay.
I think you're still playing for the consolation.
Okay. Because I
Right?
won last week, but I wasn't sure about this week. So
Yeah, I think you won by 3 points.
okay. Well, good for me.
So hi. I
Yes, you're winning the big stuff, Lisa.
don't know, right? I don't know because number 2 is really good. Number 2 is really good, the number 2 team, right?
Okay.
So I have a key injury. I
Not
have a
good.
key injury.
Mhm.
So we'll see. Stay tuned,
All
friends
right.
of the podcast. Stay tuned.
All right.
Samantha, we're done.
We're done.
We wished people a Merry Christmas.
We did, and a Happy New Year.
Said a Feliz Navidad. Right? We said a Melikaliki Maka.
Uh-huh.
Got it all out of the way. Checked
We
off all the
did.
boxes.
Uh-huh.
Made you laugh, made me laugh, hopefully made people laugh.
Hopefully.
That's all I got for you this week.
Yeah. And we're going now to do a little bit of extra Patreon content so that nobody else gets to hear about Patreon. So
But the Patreon people, unless you want to join.
yeah, try not to be jealous.
Go join, go join, go join. All right, Samantha. See you over there. Always a pleasure.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.